Welcome to the Wednesday warm-up. I am your host, Lee. You're laughing at me for what? Why are we laughing at me now all of a Sunday, guys? But anyway, good morning for those watching in the morning. It is 3 minutes past 9 a.m. in Johannesburg, South Africa. 18 degrees Celsius, but it's warm.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had quite the weekend of rain, did we not? Much needed rain. Mm-hmm. The blessings falling. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
Come on.
But now we are here this morning. You are tuned into the Wednesday warm-up, brought to you by the Insights Show. And I'm joined by my trusty psychic, Mr. Mala.
What's happening, Leandra? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, and top of the evening to everyone joining us this morning. Man, oh man, like Leandra said, it's a beautiful day out there in Johannesburg, South Africa. You know, the beautiful Rainbow Nation. And we're just so excited for this morning show. We're discussing an awesome topic. And I'm just so ready to get into it already.
Yeah, and then we've got, okay, let me give over to Jesse because I don't know what he will do with his intro. You know, he switches it up, confuse the enemy. Good morning, Jesse.
Not so bad. yeah.
No, it is.
Good morning, Jess. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm alright, and you guys? I'm alright.
We're so good.
Yeah, loving life, you know, doing things. It was my birthday last week.
Hey!
Yes.
Pew, 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 choo, 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 choo. Okay, you know what? I think we should do this. Let us sing happy birthday to Jesse. But first introduce Jay there, and then we're going to introduce our guest so that we can all sing together.
Yes.
So firstly...
Can we get the producer to also come in and sing?
Okay.
Yes.
We need...
request.
Yo.
Come on.
Jay, good morning to you.
Good morning. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
You
you.
can't see me though. But man, it's a beautiful Wednesday morning. It's always dope living life with y'all. I mean, Jess, bro, I don't know how old you now, bro.
You know.
Yeah. Come on, man. Happy birthday.
How you know?
Aldrin is doing his things, but I see you preaching to the world.
Come on.
Hey.
Come on.
The man was locked out of his car this morning.
Hey.
Yeah. The anointing is still so heavy, you know. It's confusing the enemy.
Man,
He's
man.
also confusing the enemy. But then we've got our amazing guest in studio this
Come
morning. We are
through.
so excited
Come
to have
through.
him here.
Hey.
It is Blaine The
Come on.
Artist.
The
Good
one, the only.
morning.
What's happening, bro?
Aware, what's happening?
Hey.
Thanks for having me, ladies and gentlemen. This is amazing, yeah.
So good to have you on the show, bro.
We are excited. Blaine came in with the energy, you know. He was like, yes.
You know?
We are about to do this thing, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we in this thing.
So we're happy to have you here, Blaine.
Thank you.
Last week was Jesse's birthday, so if you don't
Yes.
mind, we're gonna sing for Jesse now.
Awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna
Awesome.
join us. I'm
So-
not too
so
sure what
Blaine-
what voice category.
No,
you
Blaine
fall
can do
in.
anything. Like, this is a dancer, he's a singer.
So
Yeah,
okay.
this homie he's a rapper, he's a tattoo artist. This homie does
he
everything.
is the all-round
Hey.
hybrid.
Yeah.
And not only that, he's an academic as well.
Hey.
Intellectual
Come on,
academic.
man.
You know?
Stop this
This
thing.
is my boy, right?
We've got talent in this place. So we're so
That's
grateful
exciting.
to have you here, Blaine. You'll do alto. Aldrin, what are you
I'll
gonna
do
take?
tenor.
You'll
I'll
do
do tenor. Yeah.
I'll go soprano.
Wait, what's an alto?
It's the in-between.
Yes,
Okay.
it's the harmony voice.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Blaine,
you're
the
gonna bring
homie
the
just
harmony.
juiced you up.
So I'm
Now
gonna,
you're asking what's an alto? Oh my word!
okay.
Gassed you up.
Jay will do baritone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll do.
And you just
I'm
listen
a
to
piano.
us.
You know
I'll
what?
do
You
the
just
beat.
listen to us. Yeah, you know, Jess, it is most awkward now when people sing for you. You don't
Yeah,
know
you
what
don't know what to do.
So
It's
it's
just like,
like, you too.
Just let her cry.
So here we go on 3. Okay, so I'll go happy birthday to you. Right?
Okay, cool.
Okay. Okay.
Are we going?
3, 2. Must we practice this first, guys?
Let's practice.
Man,
Okay.
we live already. There's no after we practice. We
Can't
live.
practice.
Okay, we're
Let's
just
go.
gonna wing it.
Let's
we're
wing
just
it.
gonna wing
Let's
it.
wing it.
3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jessie. Happy birthday to you.
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Pew 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 pew!
Yay!
Happy birthday to you,
Thank you
broski.
so much. Even though it was last week, thank you for singing this week.
Happy belated belated birthday to you. You know what it is. Jess, did you get any wishes from our viewers?
I didn't.
None. Not even an e-wallet.
Not even an e-wallet, nothing.
Yes,
Not even
guys.
a URL of e-wallet, not even an email.
Hi guys, come on, man. I thought that we are family here,
Hit it up
more.
in the comment
Yeah,
section.
no, we asked so nicely for e-wallets,
Hey,
Yana.
we
Even if
need
it was,
some spirit of generosity, you
even
know.
if it was
Yeah,
a
man.
clipper, yes, yeah, guys.
It's not
least.
even 50 even.
50,
It's a
even-
bunny.
A bunny.
Yes, see,
Yeah.
25
A
rand.
25 rand.
Yes,
You can't e-wallet
today.
at 25 rand, you just do the 50. You know what I mean?
Now I'm saying. But anyway, thank you so much, nonetheless, for watching. We appreciate it. We appreciate your views. We appreciate you being here. So without any further ado, after we've done all that we could to make Jessie feel better after
thanks,
the
man.
viewers didn't
Do the things.
It's okay, Jessie. You were
Email.
still loved. You
And
were
then there's still
loved.
only want to be 5 watching today.
But then again, let us just put it out there that we started the GoFundMe for Mr. Miller, so maybe they
yes.
first,
You know, they-
so we also want to say thank you for that, Mr. Miller.
Yes,
Was there any
yes.
increase in your?
There has been a definite increase in the GoFundMe.
Oh,
People
man.
are still donating.
Wow.
Hey.
And
after this-
I'm just so thankful. Thank you to everyone that has donated.
So bunnies on Miller after this.
Continue today. No, bro, that has to go for my fees, broski.
That's a lot of money, not just bunnies, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
but we
oh,
want to.
chicken licken, eh?
Yes, see, look at these guys. So you know what? Now,
They wanna
I
take
retract
my
what I
school
said.
fees, yeah.
I retract what I said. We've got the best viewers, so we want to give a shout out to you
We
if
do.
you've donated to the GoFundMe.
Thank you so
and you are
much.
making Mr. Miller's dreams a reality. And you know what?
God
that
bless
seed in
you.
the
God
ground.
bless you.
That seed in the
Yes.
ground definitely produced something great because he preached
This week.
this week.
Yeah.
Come
To-
on.
Yeah, praise Jesus. Praise Jesus.
on.
All the glory, man.
So how many countries did you reach, Mr. Miller?
So it was representatives at the college
Yeah.
for about 60 nations.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on.
South
Yes,
Africa
sir.
to the
One
world.
person.
Come on.
Jesus
Can't even
to
think
the
of
world.
60.
Let's just get that straight. A boy from El Dorado Park.
A boy from
course.
El Dorado
Yes.
Park, man.
Yes.
Look at what
Yes.
God can do.
Yes.
And your
Do it.
seed made that happen. So thank you so much, man. Please also continue doing so. The GoFundMe is still ongoing.
Still live, yeah.
So if you got some funds to release, do best.
Just do the thing.
It's a seed in the ground, in the ground, and it definitely will, germinate and do
100%.
the things that need to be done. But without further ado,
Come on.
we came here for none other.
Let's go.
than
Yay.
Blaine,
Whoa,
the
the
artist.
artist.
He is sitting here all tatted up, wanting to show off. Blaine, we
Yay.
get
Nah,
it.
nah, nah, nah.
We get it. We get it. Okay. You are basically Blaine is expensive because art is this is art on the body,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So it's not
100%.
art in the museum; it's art on the body. So Blaine is very expensive.
Yay.
So have you ever had any kidnapping scares?
Kidnapping?
Yeah, you know how they steal the Mona Lisa.
No,
and
listen,
but-
back in
Did
UJ
anybody-
days, this homie was like they wanted this homie.
You see
So I
now.
wouldn't be
You see
surprised,
now.
you know?
You
I
see,
wouldn't
you
be
are a
surprised.
walking target, Blaine.
Nah,
Why?
No. I don't know, man. Like, I honestly,
It just happens that
just
way.
happens.
It's just
It
that
happens.
way.
Whoa. I don't know, man.
No, man, listen to this.
Hey, it's smooth operator up
know,
in here. We
man.
see you, Blaine.
Pull through.
Hey,
So tell us,
those waves
bro.
are not the only smooth thing up in here.
Hey, sheesh. So tell us about yourself, bro. Where you from?
My name is Blaine The Artist, Blaine Fortuin. I am from
Yay.
El Dorado Park, South Africa.
Pull through the big E. Yes, sir.
Come on through.
I'm from the Big E, and I'm a tattoo artist. I've been an artist my whole life since I can remember. I've been drawing since I was like 4 years old.
Yeah.
I'm a multi-layered, multifaceted individual. As Eldrin said earlier, I do a lot of things, man. I'm gifted with a lot of things.
Come on.
And I'm very grateful for that. And I look to explore and exploit all my gifts and honestly just spread positive energy, like as much positive energy as possible. And just like, yeah,
You know,
That's
Blaine,
good.
if I had a hat, I'd take it off for you because you are tapping into all of your talents. There's a scripture like that that says that, you know, the master went away and he gave like a couple of talents to his workers.
Yeah.
And he's like, listen, man, do best with this. And you the kind of you the kind of worker that is making use of all your talents.
That's
So
so
big
good.
ups to you, man.
Sure.
And I just wish you everything of the best. I really
you.
do hope that these things just like take you to levels.
We're ending the
Come
show.
on.
Levels. No,
Yeah,
no,
that
no.
sounds like
No,
a-
I
yeah.
feel like we need to start
This is
it
like
off
a
that
special
way.
one right
Yeah,
here.
we need
you
to
know?
start it
Thank
off
you.
that way. But let's get into this. So you said that you've been like an artist since a wee age, you know,
Yes.
of form.
Yes.
But where did the love of tattooing come from?
Sheesh. It was, you know, it came through a lot of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. I didn't have it at first, to be honest. Like, I didn't have love for art at first. I was gifted with the talent, but at a young age, I was like, okay, you know, I can do this. It doesn't really matter. Like, even though, like, my friends, my peers, my teachers would, like, react from a very young age. Like, when I was in grade 1, I remember I drew something in grade 1. And the principal was there, and all the teachers in the school like were gathered around me
Come on.
to look at this thing I had drawn, and I was like, "What's going on?"
Am I in trouble here?
Yeah, I was like, "What's going on right now?"
It's just a picture.
Bro.
What was it? Was like a Goku Vegeta?
Yeah, it was on that. It was
Because I know that was the drawings back then.
yeah. So it
Yeah.
was some Goku kind of thing.
Hours of your boxcars.
Stick maniki.
Mannequin in a boxcar.
But then, yeah, throughout like primary school, high school, there'd always been like hype around like my artwork, and I never got it. But then in high school, I really started to monetize it, started to draw on people's carrymores, started to draw
Hey.
portraits for
Yes,
people,
yes.
make money out of it. And then people started asking me if I could do it on skin. So then I started investigating this thing more, started watching like programs like LA Ink, Miami Ink, Ink Master. And then I asked, my mother was actually my first investor. So shout out to my mother. My mother
Shout
saw the
out to
vision.
Bro,
before-
mommy.
moms.
Straight up, bro. My mother saw the vision before anyone, and she bought me my first tattooing kit.
What?
And
Wow.
yeah, bro.
Oh,
like,
man.
And how old were you then?
Shout out to mom.
I was 17.
Oh.
Yeah, I was
Sheesh.
17. She bought me my first tattooing kit, started tattooing. Actually, it was so, you know, growing up in Eldos is not the most favorable experience, and I don't wish it upon my kid or anyone's kid. But like the fortunate thing for me is that people in Eldos are very open-minded. So from the get-go, I had a lot of clients.
Yeah.
No, not clients, but more guinea pigs. So I had people that I could practice on from a very early.
Yeah, like, hey, Sonny, come here. Let me test
Exactly. So that's how I practice. That's how I develop my skill. And slowly through pushing and the frustration, you know, like any career path, you will experience extreme frustration.
Definitely.
Especially something that is sort of purposeful, something that is gifted within you, something that is meant for you to pursue. You experience a lot of hardship through
Yeah,
that. And
that's
through
true.
that hardship, you start to develop the love for it.
That's true,
You know,
bro.
do you get to a point where you're like,
Appreciation.
there's no turning back right
Yeah.
now. Like I've done all of that.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm giving up right now.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But that's so cool that you have that doelsettings for more perseverance, that you have that perseverance, and that you took from that, you turned those experiences into positive. You used that and you utilized that and transformed it through energy into something so amazing and
Yes.
so beautiful. Because a lot of the times it could go either way. Like we were talking earlier, you know, everybody has a choice to make in life.
Yes.
And you can either go hobo vibes from your experiences, that is the extreme obviously of it, or you can make something out of it. But
Yes.
you had what I get from you is that you had people that believed in the vision. So
Yes.
would you say that's really important when you because tattooing is very taboo in terms of a career path,
Sure.
especially among older generation, like for your mom to buy into your vision. That's
Yeah.
why I say big ups to your mom for
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
But would you say then that it's so important for parents when they identify or to actually pay attention to their children, identify the gift in your child and invest in that? Because like in your case, it's a typical example of
Yes.
how that materialized into something so amazing.
Yeah, so I think that support from other people is not important. And here's
Okay.
why I say so. You know, as human beings, we're always looking for affirmation from other people to be who we already are.
Okay.
And the more you start to tap into yourself, the more you start to listen to your own existence and your own being, the more you start to realize that you don't need anybody to be you. You know what I'm saying? And even with my mother being my first investor, it's like, yeah, my mother was my first investor, but she didn't necessarily think that this would play out as my career. She was always like, in fact, when I went to my mother and I was in matric still, and my mother and my father were like, no, dude, you have to go and study. You are going to go and study. And I was like, nah, look, I'm already like doing this tattooing thing. I'm going to get a tattooing job and I'm going to do this thing. And my mother was like, boy, if you want to be hungry, you're going to do that.
Yeah.
And you see, so as much as like she was supportive, I mean, parents are supportive of their kids and whatever, there was a cap to her support based on her experience as a person, as an individual, her limitations, her fears, insecurities.
Yes.
So if you rely on other people for affirmation, you are limited to their insecurities. You're limited to their caps.
I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I've never made it a point to be like, yo, like if this person says or if this person, nah, it's always like, what do I believe I can be?
Okay.
You know, and
Yeah.
I push that. And at the end of the day, if you believe it, other people will believe it.
Yeah.
And I think I like what you said, bro, because sometimes our parents they tend to be, and this is the term that I use, they tend to be overprotective.
Yes.
Because they this is how they look at it. This is my child. I
Yes.
want the best for my child. So according to me, what I know is the best is going to varsity, obtaining a qualification, getting a good job. That is what they know to be the best.
Yeah.
So that is why they say, no, don't push this thing of yours, tattoos, or whatever the case may be. You want to do this, that, and the other. No. Let's do something that's solid, that's more solid, that, I know my child is going to be okay. So we look
Yeah.
at it from a protective standpoint to
100.
say, okay, we appreciate you guys, we love you, but at the same time, all that I need from you, mom and dad, is to pray for my journey.
Yeah.
That's all that I need.
Yes.
So going into, based on that, where did Migration Tattoos start?
Okay, so migration tattoos, the name migration obviously means movement, it's a mass movement of people. So when I started my tattooing venture, I was obviously a traveling artist. I had no physical location.
Setting it up.
Yes, Jay's on it. So I had no physical location set up, whatever. Obviously, capital was limited, capital resources were limited and stuff. So I had to travel. I had to use taxis. I had to use my mother's car now and then. I had to use Uber eventually when Uber came out. So I was like, I'm a moving artist. I need a good name for movement. So I thought, you know what? Migration sounds like the most powerful word for movement. And it also includes people. Like I've always felt like I want to move with people, And that's what I'm doing right now. Like when I look at my journey, it's become so blessed. Like my venture is so prosperous and ever expanding because I move with people. For instance, like my ambassadors, like Jesse's wife Kaylin, you know, and with all my other ambassadors, like those people really help move my brand and they genuinely believe in me. Like it's not like my ambassadors are there, we're just gonna get free tats from Blaine and we just like those people actually believe in me. I mean, Kaylin was one of my first clients. Like I was in high school still living at my parents' place. I tattooed her in her mother's house, you know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
Yeah, that's how far
When you were
I've
still
come with
staying in
people.
Aldo's.
Exactly, yeah.
Hey,
remember that,
shout out to
Yeah.
Kaylin if you're watching.
Yeah.
Yes, shout out to you, girl.
Husband pulling through. Pulling through.
But yeah, so I've just been moving with all of these people and it's amazing to look back and like have clients that I've had from that time and then come now and then they grow with my artwork and get to see the transformation because I feel like we all part of it. When I win, everybody that supported me wins.
That's
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
And just a quick one. That tattoos of Kaylin still very dark and still neat, hey?
Which one is it?
The one he
the
did.
ones on her
Yes.
grandparents.
No,
Yeah.
truly. How long ago was that?
Oh, she was probably what?
Yo,
17 or something.
Yes.
He done that now.
Jeez.
many years ago.
Yeah.
And no, but seriously, it's still like looking
still
fresh.
dark
It's still
and-
looking fresh.
way.
So that was the work of Blaine. We'll be showing some of his artwork here. Some people in
Yes.
studio have his work also.
You know?
Yes,
So
you know.
yeah, no, and it will be the first reveal for Jezo over there. It was a birthday present. Let's just
Yes.
put it
Yeah,
out
basically it's when my birthday was Blaine.
Yes.
there. Birthday was
So
Blaine.
blessed.
Yay.
Hashtag birthday with Blaine.
Yay. Yes, man. We can make it a thing. Come on now. Campaign. Hashtag birthday with Blaine. Come on through. Come on
Double
through.
B.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now I'm going to ask you some questions related to tattooing and the art of tattooing and the experience for clients,
Yeah.
right? Like, for instance, for myself who doesn't have any tattoos, and for instance, maybe I'm considering getting a tattoo, what the experience is like. What are some of the things that clients should keep in mind before coming to you, those kinds of things. So let's first start off with... I'm just going to do some trivia questions, then I'm going to go to some true or false. In fact, let's switch it up. Let's first play a game. So we're going to play a game of true or false with Blaine. True or false on the topic of tattoos.
Yes.
Blaine, you must answer quickly, ne?
Okay.
Don't think about it. Just
Okay.
first thing first.
Okay.
Okay. First question. It's distracting when a client has their phone on speaker mode while on a call or watches videos without headphones while you're tattooing. True or
False.
false? False. Okay. 2. Simple means easy.
False.
Okay. Ignoring your aftercare will affect the results of your tattoo.
True.
There are differences in tattooing dark skin tones versus light skin tones.
True.
Small tattoos means cheaper price.
False.
Bigger is better in the long run. In
True.
terms of tattoos. True. Name tattoos are one of the most covered up and removed tattoos in the industry.
So true. Wow. I even have one.
Wearing loose and comfortable clothes to your tattoo appointment is the best choice.
True.
All tattoos are going to hurt.
True.
Drinking or taking certain medications needs to be avoided within 24 hours of your tattoo appointment in all cases.
True.
Okay, that's 10 points for Blaine.
Come through,
Pew, pew, pew,
Blaine.
pew, pew.
And can we just get that shot of vinegar there quick?
Yeah, no. Quick shot of vinegar there for Blaine, hey?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Next question. Does it hurt more to be tattooed by a larger needle or a smaller needle?
Smaller. Whoo. Like
Smaller.
those small needles like hit the nerve on that sweet spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they really hit it, yeah.
And
But
so in practicing tattooing,
Yeah.
right? Were there ever instances where you made mistakes?
definitely.
The way you were confident. Yeah, no.
You're like, I ain't even gonna lie, y'all.
Nah, here's the thing, like a lot of and I say this because there's a lot of artists out there who look up to me and they're like, yo, this guy's work is crazy, like he must not make any mistakes. And that's cap because all of us make mistakes. I mean, we're human beings, even till this day. I won't let me say now, I won't make a mistake that's visible. I'll make something microscopic that will put me off. So when I'm
Yeah,
looking at the
yeah.
final product, I'm like, ugh.
Yes.
If only I did that dot just,
Would you say that you're a perfectionist then?
I'm definitely a perfectionist.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
definitely a perfectionist. But like in my early days, like one mistake I made is it wasn't necessarily a spelling mistake, but it was like I added an extra word that wasn't supposed to be there. But because the client gave me a reference of a script, so they were like, nah, tattoo the script on me, whatever. I just took it, stenciled it, and stuck it. And then I tattooed it. When I didn't proofread it. So when I looked again, there was like 2 me's in the sentence.
Me.
Yeah.
Me.
But it was an easy fix. We just covered it with a crucifix. And then, because it was like a religious scripture, so we covered it with a crucifix. And yeah.
So tell me, what do most people not realize about the life of a tattoo artist? Do you find, or let's say, what are some of the misconceptions that people have about you as a tattoo artist that you just want to clear the air about right here?
There's so many just exploding over my head. Misconceptions is that, like, I don't know. I don't know. People assume that probably.
Okay, let me make
Go
one.
Yeah.
The as a misconception of a tattoo artist that
You don't answer your phone.
no.
I don't answer my phone.
phone.
I don't answer my
We
phone.
were speaking, I just say, this man
at
leave his
least
phone
he
in a
covered-
different room.
He covered up for you. You were saying, nah, you leave your phone in the different room, man.
Nah, I don't. It's because of insurance companies, man. Jeez. Those 087 numbers.
Yeah.
Come on.
So some misconceptions of tattoo artists that all tattoo artists have this dark personality. That's one of the misconceptions. What would
Yeah.
you say about that?
I feel like everyone has a dark side. You know,
Okay.
In the tattoo industry, it can be more easily embraced because it's a more alternative industry. We're exposed to flesh, you know, obviously in biblical terms, that like has obviously deeper meaning. Like, you know, we're more connected to like sex and
Yeah.
that type of thing. So it's very easy to get trapped in that. In fact, the guy that sold me my first tattooing kit, I remember it was in a dodgy area in Rosettenville,
Hey.
and he was living in like a shack at the back of a house. And I remember the first thing he told me, he said, my man, when he gave me the kit, like, this is a beat down guy. Like, I'm not accepting any advice from this guy, but I remember he told me, Brian, I looked in his blue eyes and I was like, and he said, my man, there's a lot of drugs and women in this industry. Avoid them. And I was like, yeah, man.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Some sage
Yeah,
in
yeah,
a
yeah.
dodgy area coming
Yeah.
through with some wisdom up in
But
here.
did that advice help you though?
Definitely, bro. Like, it helps me till this day. Like, 80% of my clients are women, firstly, you know, and it's more especially because 80% of my ambassadors are women.
Yeah.
You know, so I have a lot of female clients coming through. I have a lot of temptation walking through my door. I have a lot of inappropriate female clients, you know,
Yeah.
that don't only come through for the tattoos.
Okay. Okay.
You know?
No, it's
honest,
we're
yeah.
all about being real. And it's
Yeah.
the
That's
truth.
right. That's true.
Yeah. So, like, it's very easy to embrace the dark side of things.
Yeah.
However, anything that's easy is never worth it, you know. So
That's good.
whenever I
Come
see
on.
an easy avenue to do something, I'm like, nah. Like, this looks like it's going to rob me of my energy more than
Okay.
like multiply my energy. Yeah. So I don't.
Come
give
on.
into
Not
that.
only is he a tattoo artist, but he's a preacher too.
Hey, some say
You know,
wisdom,
actually-
wisdom coming through.
You know, I used to, when I lived in Elders, I used to lift weights with Orphan and them.
Yes.
My mother used to nickname us the gym pastors.
Yay!
No, because Owen was like a pusher in the church as well and all of that. Yeah.
Because we would lift weights, and then we giving sermons there.
Come on. Not only are you growing in the spirit, but also physical as
Yes.
well.
Straight up, bro.
Come on,
Straight up.
So advice to people out there. We're gonna get into that. I was gonna leave that for last, but I feel like it's a good place now. Speaking about misconceptions and stuff, and you've already given some advice that you've received from, I mean, that really wise
Dodgy.
stranger
Yeah.
in a Dodge area.
Yeah.
But what advice would you give to artists or somebody who is a budding tattoo artist that feels like, listen, man, I've got this craft. You know, it's not mainstream. It's not a mainstream industry, but
Yeah.
what is it that you can tell them?
I'd say don't get lost in social media. Don't look at you look at artists like me and you immediately compare yourself and you think, how do I even get there from where I am now? And I think it's always good to have vision and to idolize, well, not necessarily idolize people, but look up to their journey and stuff. But also get lost in yourself, get lost in your clients, and get lost in your journey, because the keys to your life are really sitting with you and what you do, you know? And that's something I had to realize in my journey, because I always looked to other artists and I'm like, I'll never get there. I'll
Yeah.
never be like that. This person is always going to be one up from me. And when I stopped thinking like that and started to really focus on each tattoo I did, each client I interacted with, you know,
Yeah.
every bit of positive energy that I could release onto people, it started reciprocating, you know, and I started to benefit from that. So I'd say focus on you, focus on your journey, and don't be too hard on yourself. It's such a difficult journey. It's an extremely difficult journey. No one will prepare you for such things, but just push through, and eventually something has to give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said it's a very difficult journey. So do you think that you must really be passionate about it, or can you just work passion into it as time goes on? It's almost like an arranged marriage, if I can use an analogy.
Yeah.
Or do you think that starting off you need to have passion for it, or you're just gonna anyway end up, you know?
I'd say it's best to start off with passion, because if you don't have passion, you can get lost in money. Like, for instance, and I don't want to name names, because there's this very popular tattoo artist in Aldo's.
Okay.
This guy was in the Aldo's movie, in fact. You know what I'm saying?
Gee.
Yeah.
Oh,
This-
Chucky.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to mention names.
Hey.
Jockey! Yeah.
Eldrin just.
He didn't mention the
I
name, just
didn't.
by the way.
I didn't.
Eldrin mentioned the name.
Eldrin, bro.
I'm sorry.
Eldrin, bro.
I'm sorry.
The Purge. The Purge.
Way to throw shade, bro. My
sorry.
word. But anyway, yeah. So like an artist like Chalky, bro. Like Chalky is iconic in Aldo's because of like the Aldo's movie, all of that stuff. So he had a platform to kick off his career and stuff, bro. But if you go ask around where Chalky is now, he's in Aldo's.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
What is he doing in Aldo's? He's tattooing, yeah, but there's no expansion of the operation. And it's because it's the lack of passion. You know,
Okay.
it's the lack of vision. It's like you get trapped in the money of things. You get trapped in the immediate, instant gratification of things. And you start to hand to mouth the situation. You know, you stop reinvesting in the business and bootstrapping your business. So you get lost in that. And Chalky, like, should be high level
another
right
level.
now. You know, the platform he had, like, seriously. But you will forever just be iconic in Elders, whereas I will be iconic globally because I have a global vision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like
That talk.
I feel like you have to have vision from the get-go. Your vision will take you through every tattoo. Your vision will
Yes.
take you through everything. Your vision will be there when you're hungry. When you're sitting with that client and you didn't eat the whole day.
Bridget,
There's nothing in your fridge. You panicking.
Yes.
Your rent is
Yeah.
due. Your
Yeah.
vision carries you through
Come
that.
on, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
I
I
think-
love that. And definitely.
Come
Hand
on, that
claps for
that deserves a round of applause,
And
man.
I mean, it's not just
Or
for tattoo
siren.
artists. That goes for all people. Whatever
Yeah.
your career path is, right?
Yeah.
As long as you've got passion that fuels that,
Yeah.
you going to see it. But you also said, you mentioned something very significant, and I love that you said that it's passion with vision. You can't just have passion and no vision. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
you're gonna be, like you said, you're gonna be stuck with that passion. The passion's gonna run out because you are constricted.
100%.
So if your vision is to expand, migrate.
Yes.
Migrate,
Yeah,
yo.
well done.
Come
Come
on
on.
now.
Come
Come on
on.
now.
Come on.
Listen, man, we've got a comment. Jess, do you want to? It's a compliment and it's
Yes,
a question.
yes,
We've got some fans, some Blaine
From your
fans out
broski,
there.
Shaquille Bassett. He
Yes.
says,
Mr.
Blaine is
Podcast.
always happy and energetic. Never seen this man sad in my life.
Oh,
What's
man.
the secret ingredient, bro?
The secret ingredient. So that is obviously it's very easy on social media to look at me and think this guy is always happy. This guy living the best life. This guy is at his best. But I wake up anxious most mornings. I wake
Sure.
up fearful. I wake up doubting myself. And yeah, I'm not probably like 80% of the time I'm not that guy you see on social media. And the reason you get to see that on social media is because every day I wake up with purpose. I wake up on purpose. So even if I'm waking up anxious, I'm like, you just got the chance to be here again. Let's
Yes.
go.
Yeah.
You know, and I take it to social media. So me spitting bars in the morning, like motivating people, like I don't know if you've ever seen my stories. In the morning, I'm always on some motivational stuff. And that's really me talking to me.
Yes, yes.
I'm like, boy, get up.
Yes.
You got the opportunity to be here. Don't waste it. Let's go. Let's go. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Get lost in your own experience. Let's go. That's what I'm about. Yeah.
Another thing is, because I've seen on your social media platforms, on Instagram specifically, that you've also got 360 waves,
Yes,
right? And then
yes.
you've also, I think, I'm not too sure, is it a podcast channel that you've started or
Yes.
something like that? But tell me the importance, because we said that you are hybrid, right? You
Yeah.
dabble in all things, and although I'm not too sure if I can say it, you will just correct me on it, that tattoos is your main,
Yeah.
like, let's say, revenue of income.
Sure.
But how important is it, especially in this day and age, to not just put all your eggs in one basket? Because I've seen that that's what you are doing. You're expanding your portfolio, if I can put it that way.
100%.
Explain that to us.
Yeah, I love that you use the word portfolio. So, with portfolio, I'll segue into what I studied. So I studied an undergrad in finance and I studied a postgrad in investment management. So in finance and investment, they have something called...
Sorry, I had to go there. This guy was known at UJ as Mr. Finance,
Yay.
Mr. Alan Gray Ambassador. This is a finance guru you guys are looking at right now. That's how we used to push 24 hours in the dungeon. Remember that?
100%, bro.
So yeah, but continue, bro.
Yeah, so
This is Mr. Dungeon. Every opportunity
dungeon,
he
bro.
gets, he mentions that dungeon.
Hey, bro, that dungeon. Oh.
I like CR7 because when I was in the dungeon,
Yes.
I thought of him.
Yeah.
I work ethic.
The UJ people will know the dungeon, bro.
Nah, seriously, the dungeon magic happened in the dungeon. If you ever started in the dungeon, you know that was a different type of energy.
I had a different
right.
dungeon.
Yeah.
We had a dungeon in Belgium. We stayed in a dungeon.
Literally,
Literally stayed in a dungeon. So you're talking about 24 hours. Try living in a dungeon.
No, guys. Let Blaine finish.
Okay, sorry.
Go ahead,
sorry.
Blaine. Thank you,
People
bro.
came here for Blaine's wisdom. You guys are talking about dungeons.
This is our
Yeah.
boy. This is our boy.
Gotta switch it up.
We blame Eldrin.
So I know a lot of the times you lose track. So let me just tell you.
Finance.
Yeah, finance.
Yeah. So in finance,
Alan
you were
Gray.
saying there's this thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so in finance, there's a concept called diversification. And I like that you brought the word portfolio in there. So,
Oh,
what-
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. So with an investor, like and a job as a financier is to maximize your investor's wealth. You know, so
Okay.
your investor has a portfolio of assets, and the portfolio. How to really maximize the wealth of the portfolio, you need to diversify the assets in that portfolio. So what that means is you have different assets that have different characteristics, are moved by different like indicators and stuff. And you do that because if one part of the economy or the business cycle falls, your other assets can pick up the portfolio. You know what I'm saying? Because let's say you have an asset portfolio of stocks and you only invest in the 5 major banks. When the banking sector, if there's a financial crisis, your portfolio is in zero quickly. You know, whereas if you had invested maybe in the retail sector, in the oil sector,
Okay.
and then, you know, the portfolio balances.
Yes.
So with life, I feel like diversification is important.
Yeah.
And that's where your assets are now your talents. You know what I'm saying? And you are your portfolio. So you need to cultivate each of those assets so that if one sector of your economy falls,
Yeah.
the other one picks it up.
100%.
I just want to say I love the way Blaine says portfolio. It's like it just rolls off. We can see that finance
And
here
that's-
coming
that's what I'm
through.
saying. If
It
you-
rolls off the tongue. It's so easy to you. Okay,
And that's what I'm saying. If you need a financial advisor, you
Yeah.
can contact
Just
Blaine
gonna be
on-
like everybody's just gonna be spitting words like, you know, I just diversified my portfolio. Yeah.
In the
yeah,
meantime, he's
just-
talking about, I just started a new job.
Yeah, so what you're doing now? I just diversified my portfolio. You know what I'm saying? Also, Daniel Dupree is laughing here because he says, "But yeah, Miller, we also cooked in the dungeon
right.
at UJ." Ja,
That's
zie julle het
right.
omtrent aangevangen in de
Ja.
dungeon, né?
Ja, that's
right.
Hectic,
Ja, ja.
hectic.
24
We had a
hours.
dungeon song. Dungeon. In the dungeon.
Come on.
Lightning in the
Hey. Oh, isn't that jungle? Jungle.
thunder.
Oh, okay.
Blaine, jungle?
There, we are all over the place.
Jungle.
Getting back to tattoos for somebody because, oh yeah, let me just get into my, you know, I'm famous for the polls now.
Oh,
guys.
yes,
I do
yes.
Instagram polls every Tuesday for our show, Blaine. So I
Okay.
did a poll yesterday. Yeah, I just want to say I'm diversifying my portfolio. I'm diversifying my portfolio. So I asked the question, thinking about getting a tattoo. Ooh. I don't know what that is, Blaine, but maybe you can give it some meaning. But thinking about getting a tattoo. 65% said it me. So 65% of our viewers or people that took part in the poll are thinking about getting a tattoo.
Okay.
35% said nah, I'm good. Either they've got tattoos or they don't
Not
want.
interested.
Yeah.
Then the next question was, do you have a tattoo artist? 41% said sorted. And 59% said not yet. So that 59%, if you are watching, Blaine is the guy. We've got his contact details in the description below. So if you are interested in getting a tattoo anytime soon, man, you have to go and check out his work. It's at Migration Tattoos on Instagram. But have a
Yes,
look at it.
yes,
His
yes.
work is clean. Jesse is also a testimony of that. We'll show you
Yes,
the
yes.
work that was recently done. Don't judge. There's still some cream on it. It's healing because Blaine believes in aftercare. Right? We heard it. True or false? Aftercare is important.
True.
And then, so yeah, for those of you who are interested in getting a tattoo and you do not have a tattoo artist, give Blaine a call, man. We've
Yeah.
also got his contact details. his phone number in the description below. I'm now nervous about the ladies now. You see, that's going to be like, oh yeah.
Nah, you can handle
I can handle them.
I totally need a tattoo, Blaine.
Totally.
You know, I just recently needed a tattoo. Come on, let's get real. Let's get real.
It's fine.
But Blaine is very professional about
Yeah.
it. Like he mentioned to you, he knows how to handle those situations. Jesse's
I don't
also
know,
testimony of that. That is very professional.
Yeah.
From
There was no situation there though.
yeah, I know. Jesse was like,
Let's just clear that.
Husband pulling through. Husband pulling through.
We're
Jess,
just
we've got-
gents
we've
chilling.
got an-
Doing a
Gents
tattoo session.
Mr. Comments, we've got another comment there.
Okay, so Shaquille Bassett once again says, every
Shaquille.
tattoo session with Blaine, he drops $1 million dimes.
Oh,
and
man.
that brings so much fruitful conversation. And you forget it's a tattoo session.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Thank you so much,
And like he
Shaquille.
said, he doesn't get distracted if you are on a call without your headset or you are watching a video. This man is focused. He came here for his purpose, and that's his thing.
Yeah.
So, next question that I want to ask you. What are some of the most and least painful places to get a tattoo?
Sure. Most painful places, palms of your hands, underneath your feet, groin area.
So people actually get tattoos on their palms.
Yeah.
Yo, that
What,
is
what
Underneath
about
your feet.
the Mar Mary on the bone?
Now,
The shin.
there's a misconception of like bone is sore. Bone is not necessarily sore. It's more where there's more nerve endings present. Yeah, so like if you want to gauge pain, you look at where you most ticklish. That's probably where it's gonna hit hard. Like your armpits
So, like,
must be
yeah.
excruciating. Ribs, yeah, obliques,
Nah,
excruciating.
I'm not ticklish, so.
Wat is jouw soute
But
dan?
okay, another misconception.
Wat is jouw soute? Jouw soute is weg.
Ek is die souteraggie.
Ek is die sout.
Ek eet genoeg sout. Ek is die sout van die
Yes,
wêreld.
Daar is het nou, man.
Say for them.
But yeah, another misconception that people have is, you see now I lost now what I wanted to say. I'm going to talk about
We're speaking about
souteraggie.
the tickle,
The least and most painful.
excruciating
man,
pain
guys,
and
when
all
I
of
wanted
that.
to ask a question now.
No, ask it.
I don't know the question
Now
anymore.
remember.
Okay, the
You
least
didn't
painful
do jungle
places.
fights this morning.
I really didn't.
Least painful place has to be your like shoulder, outer arm area, yeah, the top of the arm. It has to be least painful
I
place.
got the question.
Yeah.
So is this also a misconception? Is there a thing like people who have high pain tolerance and low pain tolerance when it comes to tattooing?
Yes.
Is
Yes.
it a thing?
Yes, females have a much higher pain threshold than males.
Yes. Come on.
I have a question. I have a question.
ladies.
I have a friend, bro. We went for a tattoo and the homie passed out. What's that, bro?
So
I'm not mentioning any names.
I know who that is.
that could be a lot of things.
Keep him anonymous. BJ, you listening?
Yo, you
Just
guys
dropping
are
names.
in the shade
Brandon
here.
Joe. Anyway.
Jado, you want to do the Zoom? The views expressed in the following program are solely that of those concerned and do not necessarily affect the views of those at the Inside Studio.
We love you guys. We love you guys. Yeah. So anyway, what's that about?
But
bro?
that was just, you were sitting like us now, they tattooing. And we just sort of
eyes just go down, doop, out.
out.
So that-
Explain what that is and how do you counteract that?
Okay, so what happens
Clapping
is it's caused by the depletion of blood sugar levels. So you need and that's caused by people not eating before they
that's
come
not
to the
on you.
session. No.
That's on. That's on.
That's on them.
So
That's
it's
on them.
basically like drawing blood. You must first eat something before
Exactly.
you can, because your sugar levels are going to.
But also
Exactly.
that guy didn't know he had sugar that time.
Oh.
So only a year after he found out he had sugar.
Oh,
Wow.
Jeez. Okay, yeah. Then definitely
Yo.
that was the cause.
Yeah.
You're
So
from a tattoo. Yes, see. Well, good. Yeah.
yeah, it's because
Good on you for
also
going for
your
that.
body's like under shock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good for you.
So immediately when your body's under shock, it's using your glucose in excess.
Ah.
Yeah, so even people stop smoking pipe when you'll come through for tattoos. Man. Like
Lightheaded.
I've had 3 people pass out while they were smoking pipe. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why to take a video.
That time is like,
You know what I
you
think
live
Blaine
here.
needs to set up like a GoPro in his studio
Straight up.
because we're gonna get into
And
that,
then,
but continue
like, what do you
speaking
do,
then.
bro?
Nah, you just have to leave the person. Like, you just make sure.
I just,
I blame.
but do you continue
dead, you don't
tattooing
know
or must
it's-
you leave?
No, you definitely continue tattooing.
Wow.
Blaine is like, listen, yeah, sorry for you, but they.
I didn't get this work done.
Nah, I'm joking, man.
Now you need to upgrade your whole vibe there. When you done, bro. Like paramedics, everything.
Nah, straight up.
Bro.
Or maybe like just cushioning. You know, so someone
Just watch Blaine go for like a, what do you call that, first aid
First aid
course?
course.
Nah, that would
You
actually
just
be
see someone
valuable.
faint, you say injection. Hey.
Insulin.
Yeah, no, but yeah, so blood sugar levels drop and then people start to get lightheaded and stuff. So my best recommendation for that is stop immediately, get the person to lie flat on the floor with their legs up. So even if you have to hoist their legs up or hold their legs up nicely, and then they must spread their arms and have their back on the floor and just close their eyes and breathe in
Yeah.
for about 10 minutes. After that, they'll be good. Then they must
Now
just
we
drink
know
some
why the
water.
females pull up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some yoga. So look at that. Blaine is even a yoga instructor now. Yay, Blaine.
Yeah,
but
Blaine,
you faint.
the multifaceted artist.
She's faking fainting. Yeah.
Be like,
You're
oh.
not gonna lift my legs up. Are you not lifting my legs up, like?
Just Blaine just leaves it.
Whoa. This is a family show.
She's laying there.
It's a family
can
show.
you imagine? She's laying there and Blaine's not doing anything. She's like, and now?
Family show.
I heard
family
on the
show.
inside show you were saying you have to hoist the legs. What's happening?
And what's the thing about drinking a Coke, bro?
Because Coke has so much glucose in it, you know, it's a quick transport mechanism for glucose. So I'd actually, after coming off of the floor, drink Coke. Best.
I make sure before
Best.
I go, I drink a Coke and I eat a 5-star chocolate,
Yeah.
and then afterwards I eat another 5-star.
Because you're also most prone to fainting.
Yeah, no, I have a track record for, but not with tattoos.
Yeah.
Not with tattoos.
So how's your pain threshold?
I don't know. How's my? You should.
Nah,
do-
he's no. Jesse's pain threshold is powerful.
Yo.
Like you must understand, in that small area, and I worked on it for like what 5 hours.
Yeah, about 5.
5 hours drilling that same area, and you must know it's like I lay it black and then gray and then white. This guy didn't like scream once.
But the thing is, Jess has always been so never-minded.
Dead to
What does that
emotion.
mean?
It's just like I'm
Like-
no longer I'm an
it's
emotionless
whatever.
person.
Yeah.
So listen,
Can
man,
I just ask something?
You can.
We spoke
Go
about
ahead,
it now.
go
Have you ever
ahead.
had a client that farts while you're busy tattooing? Do you say something? Do you just keep quiet or?
I had a client that while he was fainting, he was farting.
But you can't blame him because
I can't blame
he's
him.
releasing everything.
Yeah, he was, his muscles are relaxing.
Exactly.
But yeah, nah, I've never had like a farting
Hey.
client. I've had like
Thank you to
clients
the
that-
producer. If you heard that, boof. But anyway, there we go.
I've had clients that like want to fart and they'll just step outside and do their thing. So like honestly, I understand. Like we need to shit, we need to pee, we need to fart. It's and hey, if you in there for 6 hours,
I get you.
if you're in there for 6 hours, it's going to get like we are so like people don't understand, and that's why I also say. When you come for a tattoo, just bring like maximum one guest. Don't bring an entourage
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's such an intense experience for the people going through it. Like for me as the artist to keep my concentration, for the person to keep their concentration and like endure the pain and stuff. And you still need to shit, you need to fart, you need to
Yeah.
eat, and all of these things, bro.
And all of those people need to do the exact same thing.
Exactly.
So they use one toilet.
Bro. So now, like people don't get it, bro. Like now I'm
Yo,
sitting
broski,
there. Yeah.
It's a family show, so rather use popo or it's a family. Just letting you know, bro.
Family show.
Wow, Popo.
Love it. Love it.
Teletubbies come through.
But I feel like is just as
Yo,
aggressive.
Yeah, it is. You might as well say car. Because
Nah, I'm tripping.
But yeah, bro, for people like just like bring one guest maximum because like it's very uncomfortable for me as an artist to have to think of this one wants to watch TV. This one wants to go to this one wants to go to the shop.
It's like babysitting.
Exactly, bro. And a lot of people get offended when I say that, but I'm genuinely just saying it because when I'm in that experience,
Yes.
that's how it is, bro.
Yes.
And my energy is so important when it comes to the finished product. If I'm highly irritated,
Yeah.
you best believe it's gonna affect the finished
That's what
product.
I wanted to ask you. Can you see an artist's emotion in a piece?
I think you can. I think you can. You can definitely.
It's obviously not visible, like it will be a good piece of work, but I mean
Yeah.
for somebody who interprets art, for instance,
Yeah.
just as how you, like I said to you, you'd go to a museum and you'd see an art piece and you will be able to, if you are an art connoisseur,
Yeah.
you will be able to tell. So do you think that, like, if for instance, if you watch other artists,
Yeah.
tattoo artists work, can you see the state of mind or maybe like relate with what that person has been experiencing in their work?
Sometimes I can, like, I'll look at maybe, like, especially maybe artists that are on my quote unquote level.
Yeah.
And I'll see, oh, the boy didn't do too well in this piece, probably because he was maybe in a rushed mindset. You know,
Okay.
he wasn't relaxing, he wasn't calm. Maybe the client was irritating you. So you can pick up those kind of things, like the laziness of the finishing or the background or like the small details. Yeah, you can pick up those small things. Yeah.
What's the most, because we're talking about interesting experiences here, but what would you say was one of the most interesting tattoo experiences that you've ever had as an artist?
Give us something saucy, bro. Like,
You don't have to mention
Yo.
names. Eldrin and Jesse,
Eh,
don't drop
bruh.
names, please.
We're not
Just
dropping
allow
names.
Blaine
We
to
don't
keep
know
the
who
people
Blaine's
anonymous.
now.
I was and I don't do this anymore. I used to tattoo at festivals and these parties and stuff. Once I was tattooing at Oh My Jam.
Yeah.
I'll never tattoo at events again. And it's because drunk people, they're the worst, bro. Like, you set up the stall
Yeah.
and then people start coming and then more people start coming. And now there's like, you tattooing someone and there's so many people around you and everyone's asking you a question. Everyone has an input. Drunk people are asking you the same question 5 times. Hey, my bro, yeah, bro, how much is it gonna be? Then he comes back again. You're like, my nigga, just stop.
I just said.
I just said, but yeah, like in the heat of that, I remember I was tattooing this one girl here on a collarbone. And she's holding my arm, but she's moaning and panting as though like this is an intimate thing.
Okay.
And my girlfriend is there at the time. My girlfriend at the time is
Yeah.
there helping me with the stall and stuff.
And she's just like,
And she
"Excuse
sees
me?"
this and she's like, excuse me, don't touch my boyfriend like that.
what?
Yeah.
I can imagine what's going through her mind. Like,
Yeah.
do you guys know each
Wait,
other?
Satan.
Maybe.
And for me, now, like, while this is happening, you must understand, like, it's on my jam, there's sound, there's performances, there's people. I'm trying to zone into the finished product. I'm like, I need, whatever's happening, even this girl in front of me, I don't care. I need this to be okay. So I didn't, like, take too much. I was hearing this panting and moaning and excessive grabbing of my arms and stuff. But I'm like, I just need to finish this piece. And
Yeah.
then my girlfriend was like, hey, better watch yourself.
before you get a hiding.
Check yourself before you wreck
Yeah,
yourself,
yeah,
honey.
yeah.
But that's interesting. That's very interesting that you'd have those experiences. But maybe that person suffered from, that where you don't have control over your certain
Aish.
sector of your body.
Aish.
It's a thing. It can happen. It's a psychological issue. Just by the way, maybe that's what she was experiencing, and also it was heightened by all the. The intoxication
Yeah.
that she was
Yep.
experiencing.
Yep.
But Blaine is he's a respectful artist. He's a professional. He knows how to do his work. He's focused on the task at hand. So once again, for those of you who are interested in getting a tattoo, holla at Blaine.
Please do it.
It's at Migration Tattoos. Clayton, I think I've got that details there. It's at Migration Tattoos. And then it's also his personal Instagram handle is at Blaine The Artist. It will appear on the screen below. And also his number is in the description. So if you want to give him a call, contact him. Is that your WhatsApp number?
That's my WhatsApp number.
Contact him here. Tap. Okay. 061 448 60 059. That
Yeah.
is the contact details for Blaine the Artist.
Yeah.
We're gonna close up because we've got like 5 minutes to go. Can you believe we are at this part of the show already? Yes, it was such a cool show.
Oh, yeah.
But
Dope
here
show.
we are. Here we are. What are you considering? Will you ever go into, because tattoos, is it not part of body modification as
Yeah,
well? So
yeah.
would you consider expanding the business to piercings?
Yeah, so not to play all of my cards right now,
Mm.
you know, because I don't like to reveal all the plans
Yeah.
too soon.
Yeah.
But I am expanding very soon,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, that will be part of my operation going forward.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm the piercing type, and I wanted to share a story with you. So you were speaking about Dodge areas. When I went to go pierce my tongue, a very spontaneous thing that I did, we were in warm baths, and I got my tongue.
Marabastat.
I got my tongue pierced I was the only one, and I get what you say by not having like an entourage, you know what I'm saying? Saying bring your whole posse with you.
Yeah.
Because I went and it was at the back of a bottle store, just like in the
Sheesh.
town somewhere. Yeah.
Dodge,
So they
dodge.
even disinfect the stuff with
With
alcohol.
vodka.
Yeah.
So I was, yeah.
Even
yeah,
got drunk.
That was. I wasn't even. I wasn't even intoxicated. I was young and naive. It was a few years ago, and I was like, nah, I need this. I want to get a tongue ring. So I went, at the back of a bottle store, and this guy was just like, and he was like, yo, this part here is too thick, so he had to bring it forward, and it's just like, and there was so many, like all my friends were there, my cousins, so, and they all just like, so it was making me so nervous.
Hey.
Yeah. And so then all of a sudden I just saw this. I was looking like this, and I just saw, and it was bleeding. And apparently it's not supposed to bleed excessively, but I don't think anything was harmed in the process. There was no humans harmed in the making of
Do you
that.
still have the piercing?
No, I don't. I took it out a while ago. Also, it was chipping my teeth, so I'm not really into the tongue piercing things. But I have a few other piercings. The one piercing that I went for, that's I'm like, I need to find a good piercer, because I've had bad experiences with piercings, and I know that I'm making about myself now, but I want to ask you, because you're so good at tattoos, so I want to, if you are thinking of expanding, I will be a client for
Sure.
that. So I had a piercing here as well, and it was
Het
too
dan
close to the
ripped,
end, and it just ripped out. Like I had my earphones in. Yeah, I've also had a few rippings on these parts of my, but anyway, my pain threshold is very high, as you
Yeah.
can clearly see.
Yeah.
I didn't have any numbing for the tongue, so
That's what I was about to say. With
So
the
I will
touch,
be
like,
such
no,
a
I
good-
didn't have nothing wrong, anything. I just can't taste. I just can't taste now and then.
and I can't talk
and
either. But no, everything's good. So, Blaine, some closing remarks once again for people who are watching. What word of advice do you have for? You've already mentioned your advice for up and coming artists.
Yeah.
But just for people in general, man, entrepreneurs. Let's put it out. Let's. I saw that shot. Sorry, I was looking at the thing and there was a close up of Mildred's expression. Yeah, watch it after the show, everybody.
Closing remarks for people in general. I would say, as an entrepreneur out there, if you're looking to pursue some kind of venture or whatever, you must know that it is going to be the most difficult journey of your life. Absolutely. It's way harder than a job. In fact, if you want the easy way out, get a job.
Yeah.
You just earn a guaranteed salary at the end of the month and you can pay your medical aid and all of that. However, with entrepreneurship being that difficult, the rewards of it are, and even the immaterial awards or the intangible awards are so much more than any job could ever give you. The learning is so much more than any schooling could ever teach you. It is a journey to upgrade yourself. It is a journey to upgrade the people around you, and it will work in your favor in so many ways. So if you're out there and you're thinking of pursuing entrepreneurship, start now with what you have. And like I said this morning on my WhatsApp status, do everything the way you do anything, because the way you do anything will filter into everything you do. So treat everybody and every task with love, and it will just show throughout everything you do. So yeah.
Man, awesome. Thank you so much for that. Also, I wanted to ask you, who tattoos you?
So these on my left sleeve are all by me, and then my chest piece is done by Ash J Inc. Shout out to Ash J Inc. My Side piece here is done by Lonell Art. This is done by TJ Black. My Koi Sun piece here is done by Cat the Ink. And I have a piece on my waist by Namashe.
Okay, awesome. So you did all of that on
my
your
left sleeve, yeah.
Hey, doodling, doodling on a whole new
Yeah.
level, hey. But thank you so much, Blaine. We really appreciate you coming out here and sharing your insights with us. For those of you who watch, thank you so much. All of Blaine's fans, man, you've got a good
Presence.
reference.
Oh.
Yes, you've got a good reference over here.
Awesome.
So any closing remarks from you, bro?
Yeah, no, thank you so much everyone for tuning in.
Show us your tattoo. Show us your, or don't you want to do the
Yeah.
reveal now?
Now we can show now and then
We'll show it
we'll
when
show
it's healed.
when it's done.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, so it's just the beginning.
Yeah, that's
Are you
just the
getting a
beginning.
sleeve?
Yes.
Hey.
I think I'm just coming through with a rose here.
Yeah,
No,
I just
girl.
thought you just
I ain't on
wanted
that vibes. We're going through it. Yeah, no, this is by Blaine The Artist. I don't know if Jay can zoom in there, get some good things. Should I turn the arm? Some hand modelings
hey, look
for
at
you
that
there.
now.
Hey.
And he's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
bulking up.
Yeah, can I just stand to show you? I'm gonna be one of those gents now.
Aish.
That blow like this.
Yes, man. Come on, and you bulking up, so it's
Yeah,
gonna
you know, we're trying to pick up.
So
that
the
weight.
rose is gonna grow.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, when your body fluctuates in weight or
Yeah.
in muscle, does it affect the tattoo in any way?
Only
the cat
if-
returns, eh? The cat.
The cat turns into a lion.
No, only if your skin stretches by like 10 centimeters, which is obviously extreme weight loss or increase, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's either if you're using steroids or something, which, yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, like if you are looking to gain muscle or whatever, it will only work to make the tattoo look better.
Cool.
Yeah.
Jay, closing remarks from you?
Where's Miller?
Oh, Mr. Miller had to be excused. Sorry about that. He's got assessments.
In the toilet.
In the toilet. And I know Miller.
But he does.
Miller
He
will
told
always
me
play
about
so
it.
cool, like
Yeah.
a meeting is over on.
I
Meanwhile,
have a
Kanti
meeting.
Ma-
But why are
in
you
the toilet.
guys shading people here, man, and throwing people under the bus? We didn't most come for that, most.
You didn't come for that.
Just have a call. Just have a call to take.
Yeah,
But
just
nah,
have a
bros.
call. Calling
There's your camp, Jay.
Oh, here's my cam. Hey, broski. Bro, you're a really dope artist. Nah, bro, you're really dope, bro. And it's been a really dope show.
No way.
Just to see how even as an artist you can, make your bag and make a living out of that, bro. I just pray for nothing but the best
Thank
to
you so
come
much,
your
bro.
way, and that your business will increase, bro, to such a point where you'll have to make like 3 more of you
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
to
Hey.
get
Do
things
that.
done. So
Thank you,
yeah,
bro.
bro. Big ups. Bless up.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much for everybody who watched the Wednesday warm-up. Don't forget that we have shows every single morning brought to you by The Inside Show. Tomorrow we've got a show in the morning, and then Friday. And then next week we're back at it. Next week, Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. A lovely week to you further. And thank you so much once again for tuning in. Until next time. Bye.